gender doesn't make sense, but it's like easy to pretend to be something and like not think about it, because it's easy for me to pretend to be something because I can fit into that.
Like, I can do whatever I want, and I can pretend to be like a girl, and I could pretend to be like bubbly and like feminine when I just really like, it's just easier to do that.
Do you feel like you feminize yourself, like, for men?
Yeah, I feel like I don't ever act feminine unless I'm with men.
It's hard to be a queer woman of color because there's so many, like, there's so many things going against each other that don't make sense. And it's just like, you can't be a queer woman of color in the people of color community because it's just like, you either have to pick one. You can't be one or the other. So it's really hard. And I feel like I'm either one day or the other thing the other day. And I can't be both at the same time. Which is really hard because it's just like, I don't know. Both communities like are important to me, but it's hard to separate whiteness from queerness, and it's hard to like you're so expected to like have allegiance to one community and you can't be in both. I don't know, I never see anyone who I identify with that looks like me ever, and I don't like have anyone in my communities that I identify with, and it's confusing because it's just no representation for me. I take a lot of time on my hair, and if I haven't taken care of my hair, I put it up, and I get really like confused when I put on a lot of makeup. Gender doesn't make sense, but it's like easy to pretend to be something and like not think about it, because it's easy for me to pretend to be something because I can fit into that. And it just feels nice to like be what men want, you know?
I feel like I don't know, putting on clothes and like doing my makeup or like having a lack thereof is like the only thing that really makes me feel comfortable in my gender. I feel like like doing my makeup and putting on clothes gives me an opportunity to be like more masculine than I feel like I am perceived. I just like wish that I could look more masculine, and I wish that I could have more masculine characteristics than I do, because I feel like I'm short and I have like a pretty high voice, and I have like I like not big boobs, but like they feel like a lot of weight and like hips, and I just like feel like my body is very much like it is like a woman's body, and my mom has said that to me, and like it's just like I feel like when I'm dressing myself and like wearing clothes, I can hide that, and I can like feel more gender neutral. Clothing and makeup are like very stressful for me and very scary for me. I'm never going to be comfortable in the clothing I wear, and usually I just end up giving up and wearing like a beanie and like the same cropped sweatshirt I wear every day, and like some high-waisted leggings, which makes me feel like even more feminine than I want to be. It's just that it's like easy and I don't have to think about it. I think that Ronnie and I both, before each other, have never really been in a healthy relationship, and at least in like a lot of my past relationships, I've like all of my partners have like never validated me as being non-binary, and I've just like always been their girlfriend and like very much had like these submissive roles like pushed on me in our relationship. And I feel Ronnie and I both like, we play like different roles in our relationship, and I think that has been very validating to me. Yeah, I think cis people very much like see us as like a lesbian relationship. I know that's like the way my family sees it, and like sometimes it's almost just like easier just to go along with it. Like at all my jobs, I never like really correct people when they like call me a lesbian, or like, I don't know, like if like it's even scary for me to like be called a lesbian at like my jobs.
Being trans feminine is so fucking high maintenance. And especially before I made other queer friends, because, you know, to cis people or to the greater world out there, in order to be perceived as feminine, you have to go the extra mile like every day, and that is really hard. Or being in public, it's either like I feel like I have to go all the way and like maybe try and pass as female, or just completely drop it and just wear no makeup, wear jeans and a t-shirt, and just go completely undercover, which is extremely invalidating. But you know, in some places I feel like it's necessary. I also think that being trans feminine is really isolating. And definitely through high school, I did liquid eyeliner every day of senior year, and that was empowering, but also one of the most stressful things I did in my life. I was not on school all the time. And I also felt like the people that I could connect with the most were groups of cis women, and that is, you know, it's great, you know, to feel accepted by your friends and to be loved, but also at the same time it's, I don't know, it's really hard to only be surrounded by those people, and I felt like I was constantly comparing myself to those women because I thought they were all beautiful and they were naturally beautiful, and that was a beauty that I had to work really hard to get. You know, I think that something I've learned is that there's strength in community and there's strength in numbers, and to be surrounded by other queer people, or just to be surrounded by other people in public is a lot easier than being by myself. I think that's when I, you know, would feel the most vulnerable, is, you know, by myself in public, because God knows what somebody's gonna say to me. I've got some comebacks ready, but you know, that's not gonna protect me against somebody who wants to hurt me.